Okay, so we are here with Kenneth Wilburn and Dennis Martin of Frank's Repair Plumbing, and they have had a super successful year and a half with Plumber's Choice products. So we wanted to ask them, what is the key to their success? So Kenneth, when did your company start actively offering water treatment, not just installing systems provided by the customer?
So we've been selling water treatment for years. We sold a competitor prior to bringing on Flowtech and Plumber's Choice, but we were never very active at selling those, just as customers would ask for them is all. And so we didn't sell but maybe 10 a year.
Okay. Now, what happened or what opportunity was presented to you guys that caused you to start offering water treatment consistently?
So really it was the first training with you, Brenda, at, coming to our office and explaining it to all of our guys. That was the big difference between Plumber's Choice and the competitors that we offered. Is they never gave us training. They just said, here you go, take this pamphlet and sell.
Awesome. And let's see, Dennis, this one's for you. How many times did you kind of do water treatment before you really started making a serious go of it?
For the most part, whenever y'all came in and kind of showed us your product, we really didn't have nothing to kind of back up that the system was actually working. One of the things I liked was the tester, that we could go in the home and see that the signal was traveling through the fluid column. So that was a big step for me being confident with selling some kind of water conditioning product.
Awesome. So I think this is a great question for both of you guys, because I think, money is a big driver for anyone. And I want to know, how long did it take you, Kenneth, to see an impact on your bottom line when you started offering water treatment consistently?
So it was definitely the first year that we started selling them, which was in about May of 2019, and I think we sold close to 100 units that year. So you can imagine what that does to your bottom line.
Yeah. And Dennis, for you, how did that impact your life?
Definitely made life more comfortable, and just giving somebody more options and getting more, I can't think of a good word, get more opportunities to increase my sales and helping customers.
Yeah, and about 40% of Dennis's sales are water treatment products for this year, 2020.
That's phenomenal. All right, great answers, guys. So what do you think was the most vital component in taking it to a level of impact? So what do you think that was, Kenneth?
I think it's the buy-in and the passion that our technicians have, especially Dennis, and the videos that he shows to his customers on every single call, and then being able to prove that it's working.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I think this is a good one for Dennis. When it comes to water treatment, what do you think is or are some of the stumbling blocks that you encounter?
For the most part, with the pandemic going, people are afraid to make investments in their home. So that'd be probably number one. And then number two, people just not believing in it, having some kind of background or something online where they can look at reviews. That's definitely a stumbling block.
Yeah. How about you, Kenneth? Do you have anything to add to that? What are some stumbling blocks that you think maybe the team encounters when talking water treatment?
Mostly confidence. So the difference between, say, Dennis and almost every other technician is the confidence to offer it every single time. And I mean, Dennis offers it on drain calls, water heater calls.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. And then most other guys will offer it on water heater calls because it makes sense at that point.
Yeah, so I do think that, being someone who goes and trains a lot of shops throughout Texas, I get a lot of questions about Frank's Repair and what it is that they're doing to drive their success. And I think you hit it right on the head. All right, so what do you think is the biggest factor in achieving greater growth for your team?
So, I guess, the benefits, the Facebook group is huge. I know there's a lot of competition on there and back and forth between other companies across the country, and that drives some friendly competition.
And I think you mentioned too during today's training that training was a big thing for your team.
Absolutely.
That you see like kind of a spike in
We see
sales.
an uptick in sales every time you come and do training.
Yeah, so I think training is definitely essential for any team that's wanting to do water treatment.
Absolutely.
All right, so I think this one would be great for both of you. Is there anything that you would do differently if you were starting the process all over again?
I think everything has been very successful. I don't think I would change anything. I would like more training to understand everything more behind the technology and how everything more technically. I would like to be more. That'd be more beneficial down the road. But I believe in the product. Flowtech's definitely been amazing for our customers, and so that being said, I don't think I would change much.
I would have ordered more than 3 units for my first order.
That's a really good answer. All right, so the last question, guys. Do you have any recommendations for other service contractors who are considering adding water treatment to their business?
So I would say, don't be afraid of the cost, because the cost is higher than most options out there. But the unit itself provides confidence to the customers. It looks a lot better than any other unit on the market. And train your team, train them to offer options every single time. That's been the biggest success, is offering the option every time, every call.
And when it comes down to it, the customer is number one, so you should give them the best that you can as a technician to benefit their home and their most valuable asset, which is their home. Their biggest investment is their home. So being a technician, make it your way to educate them on what they can do to protect their home.
Yeah, and then, we always train our guys, don't offer people something they don't need or that will not improve their lives. But in our market, a Flowtech or a water filter or a softener will improve every person's home and life.
Awesome. Well, I do appreciate your time. Do you have any last remarks or comments for the people out there asking what's making you guys so successful?
Push it, and like I said, let the customers know about their investment and what the Flowtech can do to improve their home. Don't be afraid to, like I said, educate them and throw it out there every call.
And never stop learning. So I know what Dennis does a lot is he cuts water heaters out that he takes out, whether they buy it a Flowtech or not. That way he can see what kind of scale buildup is in there. And then going back to do the 90-day flushes, that makes him a believer and the customers.
Most importantly, for these other people that are going to get into this market, is one of my biggest selling assets is, like he's saying, is showing them the damage that's caused by the hard water. These pictures, it's a great tool, and videos is a great tool to show customers how exactly bad the hard water is and the havoc it's wreaking on their plumbing systems.
Awesome. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all's time today and keep killing it. You guys are doing great.
Thank you.
Thank you.